Good morning and blessed Sunday to everyone. This is Josephine Marcelin from josephinemarcelin.com and from BradleyGale.com. I'm coming in this morning to you from California. We're just finishing up the Do the Damn Thing World Tour here. And I realized that yesterday I did not do a teaching video or instructional video. And I wanted to take the time today to do it. So I have marked today as day 9, even though it is day 10 of our 30-day live series, specifically because I didn't do an instructional video yesterday. So I woke up this morning. I have to tell you, this Do the Damn Thing World Tour it's really different. It's different because it makes you really think about things deeply, go really into yourself. And I just found out last night, yesterday was Tiffany Largy's birthday, so we had a celebration last night, which was absolutely phenomenal. But I just found out last night that the next Do the Damn Thing World Tour is going to be in Toronto. So once I get more information, I will be sharing it with you, because if you do want to build a business, and if you do want to take control of your life and actually start living on purpose, this is definitely the place you want to be. You're going to be with like-minded individuals who may be just starting their businesses, who have built six-figure businesses or have built seven-figure businesses, but every single person here is looking at taking their business to the next level. And as I went through the last couple of days, I thought about myself and my story and what I have acquired over the years. And it's interesting because I grew up in an entrepreneurial household, and I thought that the values and the things that I learned over the years, or the things that I was taught in that household, was pretty much what everyone was exposed to. Growing up in an entrepreneurial household, it was always about, keeping your eyes open for opportunity. There was always frank discussions at the dinner table about business. My dad was definitely the one that consistently looked to see not only how he could grow his business, not only how he could basically ensure that he created a legacy that he could leave to us, but also how he could have a much more positive impact on other people. I learned the value of a strong work ethic, which, it serves you very, very well if you're working for yourself. It was the way that I continued to generate success, even when I went into working for corporate for over 30 years. But actually, having a strong work ethic can be a detriment as well, because if, in my case, I found that because I had that strong work ethic, I was always taught that whatever you needed whatever you wanted to achieve, you worked hard for. You just put your nose to the grindstone and you gave 150% at all times. And I did that throughout my life, throughout my career, and it brought me a lot of success. But then it also led to my detriment, because I forgot to take care of me. I forgot to take care of who I was. And even though I came from an entrepreneurial background, and I knew, for me, I was always a born entrepreneur. I always was, just like my dad, looking for opportunities, looking for ways to actually create something that had never been created before. That gave me the biggest pleasure, to actually see and work with people and see them reach their full potential. That was always what really drove me. However, I got to North America and life took over, and I decided to actually go into a corporate position where it wasn't about me anymore. It was about other people's agendas. And funny enough, then you find out over the years, even though you work very hard, it's not about you in those large organizations. It's really about other people's agendas. And I am very, very fortunate that, God threw me the life card that forced me to get out of that environment, because it basically affected my health. If I stayed in that environment much longer, I most probably would not be where I am today. So for the last 3 years, I've re-embraced my entrepreneurial heritage, I should say, and refocused back on what my parents did. And I looked back at when my father and my mom was the happiest, when my dad was the happiest, when he was interacting with people, when he was able to make enough so that he could give away. My dad was never the one to actually hold on to things. He wanted really to help people. And for me, that's going to be the next part of my journey, to build something that is so significant, to be able to have an impact on others, to help them reach their full potential. Because one of the things that I realized, especially over the last few days, is that I'm working with these very powerful, very phenomenal individuals. And looking at them, it's almost as if I'm looking in a mirror. Because here are these entrepreneurs who, basically went through actually followed the path that is taught to most people, that you go get a good job, you go to school, you get a great education, you go get a good job, and you rise up in the organization. And a lot of these individuals were in executive positions, in boardrooms, creating millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, billions in some cases, for large organizations, only to recognize that their heart wasn't in it, they were not being fulfilled. And I'm looking at these individuals and hearing their stories and realize that I'm looking at myself. And one of the saddest things that could ever happen is for you not to be able to live to your fullest potential, live on purpose, and be able to accomplish what you know is truly in your heart. And one thing I want to encourage you do not live with any regrets. If you're not happy right now, take a good, strong look at where you're at and what you're doing. And if it doesn't give you passion, if it doesn't give you joy, if it doesn't fulfill you, if it doesn't make you jump out of bed every single morning, especially on a Monday morning, then there's some deep thinking that you have to do. I know that God has given each of us certain gifts, and I know that those gifts were given to us for a purpose, and those gifts were not meant to be hidden. Those gifts were not meant to be, the light that we have shining within us was not meant to be quenched. And I'm truly excited for 2020, because coming across the people that I've come across over the last few weeks, last few months, and seeing the passion that they've got, seeing it's almost like an awakening. They've actually awakened to the fact that they've got all this power, all this potential within them. And to see them really realize that, yes, there is a way that I can utilize my gifts, create a life that I'm truly, truly proud of, and I feel totally fulfilled. And that I can have an impact on this world. I can allow my light to shine, and by doing that, I can allow the lights of other people to shine as well. You see, it's not about the money. It's about creating something that is lasting. It's about creating joy. It's about creating an environment, creating a world that we're all proud to live in. Having fun, having an impact, and truly letting our light shine, and by doing that, enabling other people to have their light shine. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. But I know that for sure, over the next few weeks, what you're going to see from me is you're going to see my light shining as brightly as I possibly can have it, because I want to make sure that every single person that has a gift hidden within themselves really truly see that there is possibility and grasps it. So, it's been an honor to be with these entrepreneurs. It's been an honor for me to be able to learn from some of the best in the industry. It's been an honor to actually be able to develop some very, very strong friendships that began virtually, but I know has gotten to such depths that it's going to be everlasting. I need you to think about your light, and I need you to think about what you need to do. Okay? And if you think that there is a possibility, if you look around and you don't feel fulfilled, you don't feel happy, and you know that there's something that you want to do and you need assistance, let's chat. Okay? It's the it's no obligation whatsoever on your part. I just want to talk to as many people as possible and make sure that at the end of 2020, I have impacted at least 1,000 lives where people can let their lights shine. That's my mission this year, is to make sure there's so much light that, this world, that a movement is created and nothing can stop individuals going and reaching their full potential. So, this is Josephine Marcellin. I'm going down to breakfast, the last day of Do the Damn Thing World Tour. And I am just so pumped to see what's going to develop over the February, March, April. I'm looking forward to working with you. You have yourself a phenomenal Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.